Music and Lyrics presents Buffalo Song Part 2, Eileen Interview, Take 2.
Good job. There we go.
That was fun.
Welcome back, Eileen.
Thank you.
Good. And I'm here with Eileen Esposito, also known as Ellie Espy. And this is Music and Lyrics, and we're going to do a little bit of a breakdown on Buffalo Song 2. All right. So,
Cool.
tell me, who are the Buffalo Tribe?
Oh, I can't name names, but an amazing group of friends that we met in 2012, which, you know, the Mayan calendar, that was the year the world ended, apparently.
I remember that.
And yeah, it was a big change. And we all bonded through all of our shared experiences that year out in California, Hawaii, and New York.
Were you trying to get away from the world ending?
Yeah, we were definitely getting off the grid,
Okay.
for sure. We built a teepee
All right,
at one
see,
point.
I made a note that said the song seems very esoteric. And the definition of esoteric means intended for or likely to be understood only by a small number of people with specialized knowledge. So I guess that's the specialized knowledge, is your group of friends.
I guess
And all
so.
the secrets you have. All right, so one thing I want to say about the song, I like that drone, the way that you drone on that doom, doom, the downbeat.
Almost like a train.
But then you have the little arpeggio with the fingers. So since it seemed Buffalo Tribe was kind of like a native, you alluded to maybe Native American.
Absolutely.
So the doom, doom, doom.
You can hear the drumming around the
Right.
fire.
I mean,
and
was that
Sweat
intentional?
Lodge.
Was that intentional
It was-
or a happy accident?
No, it was, well, a little bit of both, because that was definitely the mindset and the environment that we were, that I was in at that time.
Right.
So it was built in. You write based on where you're immersed and what your surroundings are.
Right, what you know.
So, yeah.
And yeah, so that it was. I really that drone, that nice hard beat there. And reading through it is, I probably am not characterizing this right. So correct me if I'm wrong. I see it seems to be three different motifs going on in the song. In the first, you're talking for yourself or about yourself, where you're saying, I feel the Buffalo Tribe has a rift. Someday I'll be leaving this place. The memory's strong, the melody's strong.
Yeah.
So you're referring to your feelings in that moment.
Yeah, so it's interesting that you picked up on that, because that's a songwriting technique taught by Pat Pattison at Berkeley, where I went to college. So there's definitely some technique that went into that. Each stanza, if you will, is the same idea, but from different perspectives. So in this song, it is kind of a coming apart. It's in the first verse, I'm kind of unraveling. In the second verse, it's kind of like.
Are you going to reveal what the rift is to us, or is that a secret?
Well, like I said in the book, I want everyone to kind of relate to it in their own way. But it is an unraveling of relationship, which I think everybody can.
Right, because in the second motif, maybe it goes along. It's you're saying, someone tell me, and you have. You're right, and so it's like you're asking for guidance.
So that's the pre-chorus.
Right. What did I call it? I didn't call it anything.
I think
So
you
it's
called
the
it like the
pre-chorus.
second motif.
Right.
But I kind of wish I had it printed out for myself to see. So
Here we go.
I'm looking at it in my head,
There
and
you
it's
go.
in the other
I have it
room.
printed out
And
for you.
awesome, thank you. Yeah, so that's the pre-chorus, the someone tell me, and that's repeated 3 times. Because that kind of keeps bringing the listener or myself back to this space of like, even though there's an unraveling happening here and I know it's coming,
Right.
I'm still in the middle of this storm. The air is burning, the ground is moving under my feet.
I thought that maybe you were tying that back to the Buffalo Tribe might be us as a collective, as people, and maybe you were talking of maybe environmentally a little bit.
Absolutely, the air is burning.
You're going to take that? Yeah, Brent, we're taking that. We'll take that
The
meeting.
sky is falling. No, that's definitely, it
Okay.
projects, I mean, life imitates art and vice versa. It projects to the state of the world as we know it.
And then that brings me to the third, what I'm calling motif, if I'm using that correctly, where you have the chorus where you can walk and you can run. and you have a call. I say call and answer to yourself, or is that
So it's a
call and answer?
call and response, and
Call and
that's
response.
that's the chorus itself. Can you walk? Can you run? So the cool thing about that is that's the call. That's the question. And then it says, I don't know. So I actually wrote this part with a co-writer. So that was Laura Lilicoy. She was in Hawaii too. But I haven't asked her for permission to like drop her name or anything. Is that a
We'll beep it out if we have to.
okay. Yeah, I want to protect people's privacy, but so if you could just cut it, like edit that. It was written with a co-writer, and she and I both together came up with this back and forth, and we were actually having a conversation knowing that things were about to change for us as we knew it, going our separate ways.
And were you asking, these are questions you're asking yourself then? Are you asking yourself, or you were asking each other?
Well, we were actually literally asking each other, kind of how do you continue to move forward? Can you pick yourself back up? Can you walk? Can you run? Can you fly? And all with the power of these friendships and these memories that you have and these relationships that you have. Even though the relationships are changing and you're going your different ways, it's an empowering line. It's an empowering song.
Right, that makes the other
forward.
part, let me find my note, make more sense to me, because you ask of the buffalo, can you fly, can you walk, and you fly for the tribe. You have that in there, the buffalo fly for the tribe. So then what you're trying to, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
to me. So
exactly. No matter how much things change, can you continue? And yes, you can. At the very end, it's like, here I go. Can you continue to push yourself to walk, then run, then fly, and thrive ultimately without that support system as you once know it? It's being open to change and embracing change and being brave.
So yes, because in a very literal sense, I tried to look at if there was any, when I just started looking at buffalo and buffalo. And I said you have the line, the buffalo fly for the tribe. So that was your little tribe. But I found buffalo jump, which is something that Native Americans used to drive buffalo off a cliff to die. So I'm guessing we're not meaning that. So
Off a cliff to die?
Buffalo, yeah, it's called a buffalo jump.
Wow. I mean, that could definitely be what it feels like, right? When things are changing and shifting.
Way to turn it, I like
Yeah, that you're flying off a cliff and maybe you're gonna fall and die, or maybe you're gonna fly. That's exactly what it is. Every way you interpret can be applied. Thank you.
And thanks for joining us on Music and Lyrics. And we have one more to talk about, right?
Yeah, one more song. Golden Heartache.
Golden Heartache. So look
latest.
forward to that. Golden Heartache, we'll be talking about it soon. Thanks.
Thanks. Gosh, I'm sorry. This song is like kind of very poetic now that I'm looking back on it.